What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 4 in the Stoffel Vandoorne 2017 Modded Career Mode. In this episode, we are here in Russia at the Sochi Autodrome, a track that I really don't rate whatsoever in this calendar. I mean, the real life race was boring as hell until like the last couple of laps when Vettel was catching up to Bottas, but we're here in qualifying as per usual. And we have a good decent qualifying until the last corner where I just mess up and just end my chance of getting a good result. Finishing P12, Hamilton in P1, Bottas P2, Verstappen P3, and yeah.
Constructors come and go, drivers rise and fall. But even as politics change and history moves on, the spirit of competition burns as strongly as it ever has. Welcome back then to Formula One, as battle is joined at the summit of motorsport once again.
Looks like I didn't really edit that properly because I barely got any of them in, but we start in P12, Alonso right alongside us. But as of the race strategy, we're going to go through what ones that was the soft tyres being the mandatory tyre. We're going to start on them tyres and then move to the super soft tyres, so hopefully at the end we can have faster tyres and hopefully we'll take more people. But here we go, and 5 lights are on the circuit, and there we go, lights out, and away we go in this Grand Prix. We get a decent start considering we're on a very slow tyre compared to everyone else. We're alongside our teammate now as we head towards turn 2. What is going to happen here? We see the Mercedes 1-2. I think that's Hamilton ahead of Bottas. Oh, we made contact with our teammate. I think that's Roman Grosjean behind us, who we clipped. I think I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I think Grosjean has gotten damage front wing, but we have got to pit because look at that, we've lost. The amount of downforce we lost is incredible. We nearly go completely off the circuit there, and I'm that swooping left-hander, so we have to hit. Surely, and obviously Jeff is suggesting a new strategy, so we are going to come into the pits. But actually, instead of coming onto the super soft tyres, we're going to go into the medium tyres. But this is really this is really going to hamper our race, because obviously this is not unable to do the strategy we want to do. And obviously we'll be right at the back of the field considering no one else going to pit apart from Grosjean, I do believe. But we hit the wall there, and we're lucky not to get any damage on our the right side of our front wing. This is going absolutely horrific for us. As I'm in the first lap, but there's so much action. We're holding up Danny Kvyat in his home Grand Prix here, and as you can see, that is Kevin Magnussen, I think, getting past Kvyat, or trying to get past him. But that's not really something that we need to focus on. We need to focus on trying to get back into the pits safely and sound. But this is not gonna, as I said, this is not gonna help our race whatsoever. As yeah, I don't think Alonso's coming to the pit. Fortunately for him, I don't think he sustained any big damage. But unfortunately for us, we got lots of damage on our left part of, and we hit the wall again. Honestly, we're not having the best of first laps here. We're having an absolutely shocking first lap. But into the pits we come then for our first and hopefully only stop, because we're going to go into the mediums, which should last until the end of the race. We know Nico Rosberg did it in 2014 after he too much vibration happened on his tyres after he locked up passing Lewis Hamilton. But this time we have to change our front wing, and there we go. We come out. Thankfully we are going to come out ahead of Roman Grosjean, so that is a positive. But he's in the car behind us in P22. So yeah, and P20 is quite far down the road, obviously, because it's the first lap. So I think we're gonna have a few laps where we just nothing happens with our race. But anyway, we move on to the second lap. This is literally as I was pitting. We see it's race leader of Lewis Hamilton. He's gonna actually no, I think no. He is now the race leader after, I believe he was leading the Grand Prix down to turn 2 in the first lap, and now he did the same on the second lap. And hey, look, there goes Max Verstappen. But Bottas' exit was compromised because Hamilton was getting past him. And now Max Verstappen's going to go around the outside, but the Finn should have the inside line, and he does, and he keeps that position just for now. That was incredible stuff there from Max Verstappen, trying to get past Bottas in P2, but there we go. Esteban Ocon out of the race. He's had a decent start to the season, has the Frenchman in the 14th year, but he's not going to score any points. And their safety car is out on lap 4 on 27. This is really beneficial for our race because we were so far behind. But here's a look at the replay. I think that's Raikkonen getting past Daniel Ricciardo there. But we're going to look on Ocon. Was it an engine failure, or did someone tag him or something? I think, yes, it was an engine failure, as Alonso got so much smoke in his face there. But, yeah, he does, retire from this race, unfortunate for the, young French driver. But here we go then. We see, Max Verstappen. I think this is the same lap as Ocon retired on lap 4, and he does get past Valtteri Bottas, so Max Verstappen is in P2. And we can also see, on the next lap, after the safety car has come out, excuse me, Max Verstappen actually just come into the pits. So he's probably going to go into the medium tyres, but he's going to come up behind us. As you can see, our panning shot, how close we've got to the back of the field after the safety car bunch up. But here we go. After the safety car restart now, we are side by side with Rio Haryanto, and Max Verstappen gets past both of us. We're going to try and hang it down the inside on that page. Oh, we've made contact, and we've had like a half spin, and Lewis Hamilton's out of the race. We've had a disaster move, but Lewis Hamilton is out of the race. Unbelievable scenes. What has happened here then to the championship leader? Oh, he's off to the side there. He must have had an engine failure, surely. We must take a look at that replay, but we've got to carry on with our race, because our race is more important. And we're closing up now to the back of Roman Grosjean, who was getting held up massively by Rio Haryanto. We did a half, but nearly lost a bit of our front wing, but now we're going to get past both of them down the inside. Oh, we're going to get past Grosjean. We have the outside line for this left-hander. Can we get past Rio Haryanto? We're going to do the switch rank move on the manual driver, and we do manage to get past. But let's have a look at what happened to Lewis Hamilton. So we'll have a look at a replay, and obviously this is the start of the safety car restart, and he's leading up in the race. And it looks like Valtteri Bottas is really close to him. He's going to go down the inside of him in towards turn 2. Valtteri Bottas makes a move for P1. He covers off Lewis Hamilton, and Lewis Hamilton is into P2 now. And Lance Stroll in the Williams has got past Hamilton. And there we go. You can just see him in that mirror there. He just slides off to the right, so you can see him here. And oh, that did not sound healthy whatsoever. That ending did not sound healthy whatsoever, and yes, you can see it has blown up. Let's look at a replay on board of Sebastian Vettel, who was behind him, and yep, it just goes to Hamilton. The championship leader is out of this race. Unbelievable scenes here. Now we're on to lap 11. That's not really that much happened in that race from like 3 laps. But when on board, we've got the replay camera of Julian Palmer, and that is Pascal Wehrlein getting past the Renault driver. He's not having any luck, and we're behind him as he loses another place to Max Verstappen. And we're going to try and hang it around the outside. It's beautiful, like panning shot, like from probably from the helicopter, and we get past him around the outside. And Palmer has lost 3 places in like 3 corners. Unbelievable scenes. And here we are on the same lap. Is Max Verstappen going to try and get past? Yeah, and he obviously will get past Wehrlein, because obviously Wehrlein is in a Sauber, and Sauber is just not that competitive. But we do get past him, Wehrlein as well, but we do make a bit of contact. But that's what we're going to have to do as racing driver, to get past people. But no harm for contact. But we move on to the next lap with Valtteri Bottas is coming to the pits, a race leader now, obviously, after we took Hamilton retired from the race. But he comes out just ahead of us. But obviously he has fresh tyres, which is obviously going to help him. But they are very cold tyres, so we're going to try and go down the inside of him, and maybe try to get him into turn 5. Maybe we're going to try and do the switch back move. It's going to have to be very ambitious. We're going to try and get past him. But I think, yes, we do go down the inside of Valtteri Bottas into 3rd place on lap 12. Obviously, that's what we're going to say there. But Esteban Gutierrez, the manor driver, is in P2, and he's right ahead of us. We need to pass him ASAP, because Bottas is right behind us, and he will pounce given a chance. But the McLaren Honda just can't get past. The manor is powered by the Mercedes engine, which is helping it like push itself along. But we're gonna have to try and hang around the outside. Use a oh, I was gonna say use our benefit of the new tyres, but Rio Haryanto, Gutierrez's teammate, is out of the race as well. Pascal Wehrlein. What has happened here then? It's caused this virtual safety car, just a virtual safety car. This must have been a hefty crash, because I mean, it's 2 drivers. But here we see Harriento's just ahead of Perez, and they make contact, and Perez just goes right into the back. It seems for Harriento, and he comes away unscathed. But not Harriento, he's also front wing. What happens here then? So Perez is gone. Oh, and Verline just goes straight into them. They both lose their tyres, which caused them out of the race. So they just have to go over water deployed. Then we got back to green flags, and we obviously closed up to Max Verstappen a lot because you can do that thing. But on the next lap, we make contact with Verstappen and we lose a bit of our front wing. Thankfully, though, as bad as it was, we don't have to pit because it's only a little bit of front wing damage, not like the red bit. It's only like a yellowy orange bit. But if it was red, then we would have to pit because that's what happened last time. But this won't help us because if we want to win this race, which is going to be really hard, we're going to have to try and get past Verstappen, obviously. But it's going to be really difficult because obviously Verstappen did pit 4 laps later than us. But we do have DRS, unlike Verstappen. We're going to try and go around the outside of the Dutchman into turn 2. Can we make it into P1? No, we can't because Bottas is going to overtake both of us, maybe. We're going to try and hang it around the outside. We've got no room to get... that is not a 3-corner room. We just have no room to get past them. So unfortunately, we have to, like, kind of give up the place. Well, not give up the place, but we have to, like, back off. And hope, like, I mean, Bottas probably would have... Yeah, I gotta admit, Bottas would be in P1 right now, regardless of what happened, because, like, we did gain a position that we wouldn't have got, because Bottas would have stayed in P1. But anyway, we've lost P2 now for Verstappen, and P3 to Vettel, as it just got... Like, we had an awful run of corners then, after we had to let Bottas through, basically. And now down to P4, so from P1 to P4, in like 3 corners. Just not going to help us our race whatsoever. But here we go now. Vettel has overtook Verstappen. I think it's our turn now to overtake the Dutchman, and we go down the inside into turn 2 on lap 16 on this race. And we make the move stick, go a bit wide just to like cover off any chances of him trying to get past us. But we move on to the exact same lap, and it's Kimi Raikkonen in his Ferrari, and he's going to get past us as soon as Verstappen. He's going to try and hang it around the outside of Raikkonen, and we do that. But unfortunately, we have lost that P3 to Verstappen, and that could be the last time we see him because, yeah, it's not going to go well because Raikkonen's going to go down the inside in this corner into turn 2. What we're going to do, and we're going to like let him stay ahead of us. No, we're not. We're going to try and hang it down the inside into turn 2. We cover off his ideal line, so that forces him to like back off the move. But unfortunately for us, same lap, same thing. We lose it. We go down the back straight, and we just don't have the speed to get past Raikkonen whatsoever. Too quick for us, and he makes the move into P4. So we're still on P5 though, which is decent. But we're up to lap 19 now, and let's take a look at the weather report by Jeff. Light rain within 5 minutes. This is definitely gonna spice up this race. But as I say this, Lance Stroll is right behind us. Gonna try and pounce on this P5 move. He's gonna go around the outside. The Williams with such great straight lines, we make contact. He's gonna try and go around the outside. Now we're gonna try and go around the outside on this corner. We swoop around the outside, give him enough space, and we stay ahead of the Williams rookie. I'm trying. Got that voice break. Well, he's had a really good season so far. But now we're moving to the next one. Ricardo's right behind us as well. And Stroll's going to get past us and Ricardo as well. They're going to go side by side. And what's going to happen here? Ricardo locks up. And he's made contact with Massa, and Massa has gone round. And that is not going to help him whatsoever, is Felipe. That's unfortunate, Felipe. But here we go. Ricardo, after that, stayed behind us. But not for long. At the end of that lap, he does get past us into P6. So we lose P6 and down to P7, but I think we should be alright. But here we are then, the battle for 3rd place. Raikkonen and Verstappen. Verstappen's kept Raikkonen at the bay for long, but not long enough to stay in the podium positions. He finishes, he finishes that battle, he loses that battle with Raikkonen. And and Ricardo, however, makes up for the Red Bull team by overtaking Stroll into P5, and this is the exact same lap because you can see on the top left Ricardo still behind him, and then Stroll is now in 6th place. But as you can see there, rain has started on lap 23, and by lap 27 it is really bad. And I do think taking the risk on putting intermediate tyres on for the last lap could work, but it could completely bottle. We could completely bottle our 7th place. But you know what? I am a risk taker, so I will do this. So come into the pits then. We put on intermediate tyres, but after this point I realised we're gonna change our front wing, which is not gonna help whatsoever. So this is gonna really not help our race. But you can see here on our dashboard it says DRS has been disabled, which means basically it's intermediate tyre conditions. But because we've lost our because we have to change our front wing, we've lost a decent like 10 seconds more, and like this is not gonna work. So we come out behind Nico Hulkenberg in P14. And you can see the minimap. I think we're too far behind, so I do not think this risk has worked because we only have 1 lap to try and make up so much time. And I don't think it's possible because maybe a couple more laps and maybe we would have probably got P5 or something. But we only have 1 lap left. We get past Hulkenberg. I'm gonna try and get past Gutierrez, and we do that into P12. But that is where it finishes for us. We messed up on the strategy. We could have finished P7. Instead, the P12 finish for the Russian Grand Prix. Better news for Valtteri Bottas though, because he wins the race from Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Räikkönen in 2nd and 3rd. Verstappen's great by finishing P4 on 1 start, well obviously after pitting on medium tyres on lap 5. Ricciardo 6th, Stroll 7th, Sainz 8th, Alonso in 9th. You got Alonso in 8th, sorry. Raymond Grosjean in 9th and Magnussen in 10th. Got some good points for Haas there, but you have a look in the driver's standings. Bottas has now took the lead from Hamilton, after Hamilton obviously DNF'd. Ricciardo is still can't get on there, it's only 3 points behind Hamilton. And then it's Vettel and Raikkonen catching up to the front pack, front 3. And then Stroll in 6th place doing really well, then Verstappen's catching up, then it's us in 8th, Ocon in 9th, Alonso in 10th, tie with Massa. Sainz and Perez remain in the same positions, and Grosjean and Magnussen saw their first point of the season. As we look at the constructor standings now, we see that Mercedes obviously is still in front. Ferrari are 2nd place. I think they overtook Red Bull from the last race, and Red Bull obviously only 10 points behind. But obviously Verstappen, obviously having bad first 2 races, didn't score any points. One was because of bad luck, and one was because of just not playing well, basically. Williams are like 47 points behind. So yeah, not gonna do well. They're not gonna catch up to them. Then McLaren and us in 5th, Force India in 6th, Barroso in 7th, and Haas scored their first points of the season in 8th place with 3 points. So guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. That's gonna be it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next video.